Hello there, and welcome back to the channel. Major Dad and I are continuing the Bad Batch. This is Season 3, Episode 14, titled Flash Strike. It is the penultimate episode of the entire series. So we're almost at the very, very end. We've talked about it multiple times that there's so much going on that it seems like it's going to be hard for them to wrap all of it up in a satisfying way. So we are expecting for the last episode to be an extra
4
long
hours.
one.
Yeah, 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah. Or at least like the length of the very first episode. And I just checked it the other day. That was actually an hour and 10 minutes or something. So that would be good. That would be good. Like this is another short, normal length episodes that's most likely going to lead into a very, very exciting finale. I'm really looking forward to it, even though it's going to be sad.
Too. Yeah,
gonna be sad when the series is over. But as soon as the Bad Batch is over, then we get Tales of the Empire, which is also very, very exciting.
I'm very interested where they're going to go this time
Yeah.
with this one. I mean, expecting them to free Omega quite quickly, and they have so much they have to wrap up, so they are in a hurry.
A way they could end things quickly is just if they fail and they all die there, and that's it.
Yeah.
And you get your French ending. So
yeah, that could. Yeah, I really don't want that, but yeah, that could be one way. They'll pick up Omega and blow up that place, and the Empire will go bonsai on them and kill all the clones. Yeah, the end. Maybe
the
not.
End. Oh.
yeah. Maybe not that way around, but yeah, let's see where it goes. I can speculate from here on until next episode, and I probably will.
Yep. That's also the fun of it.
I'll be so wrong, but that's okay.
It is. Of course it is. But before we jump into it, you know the spiel. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Like the video, throw in a comment. It really helps when you do that. If you want to support the channel, we have Patreon, we have YouTube memberships now, where you can watch early reactions for some of the shows that we're doing, and you can of course watch uncuts where you can sync it up to your own copy of the episode, watch the whole thing with us. We also have a merch store. I'm wearing one of our t-shirts today, actually. You can get that one and so much more over there. So please check out our merch store, and again, Patreon and YouTube memberships. There are links in the description and maybe also a pinned comment.
Yeah, and thank you for all the comments and pointing out the stuff that we miss along the way and come with your thoughts about it. So it's fun, and I read all the comments, and I enjoy that you comment on where they are going to go, because your speculation might be as good or as bad as mine, but it's still fun to read.
Exactly. Much appreciated, guys. All right, let's get into it. The Bad Batch, Season 3, Episode 14, Flash Strike. Here we go. All right, yep.
Flash Strike is almost too close to Blitzkrieg, but let's not go there.
Yeah, let's not. Okay, right into it. Finally on their way to Tantis with Rampart.
The jungle's deadly.
Yes, exactly. At least listen to him.
Well, how's Echo gonna get off that ship?
He'll find a way.
He better. I'm very curious to see what role Rampart is going to play here at the end as well. Like, how much is he gonna help them out?
Or not help.
Or, yeah. But I'm glad Echo is part of the crew again in these final episodes.
Clone Force 99 infiltrated the orbital station with former Vice Admiral Rampart.
Dispatch fighters to monitor airspace.
Yeah, that could be a problem.
Multiple fighters inbound.
That's not a standard formation. They're expecting us.
Yep.
Our fighters have engaged a rogue shuttle.
Lock down the base. Neutralize the threat, Commander.
Well, the element of surprise is completely gone.
Yeah.
Laser cannons.
Doctors, there is a base-wide security alert.
Follow lockdown protocols. I'll secure the lab. Monitor the children in my absence.
Your concern for the specimens is unwarranted.
Well, why? Aren't they important? Just besides them being children? crash landing it is.
It is.
Oh, nice.
There's no time to land. Wrecker, grab the rappel cables. On it!
Or no landing.
Try not to hit anything on the way down.
You've got to be kidding!
Wow. That...
Well, at least they sort of hide their existence by letting the shuttle blow
the
up.
shuttle crash, yeah. Whoa. Damn. Someone's gonna break some bones.
Our science vessel's on final approach.
Have the entire ship searched and the crew scanned. No one leaves that hangar without authorization.
Yeah, security is kind of tight, so it's gonna be hard to get in
time
there.
to put on some stormtrooper armor. Here we go.
Yep.
Just still missing a hand though.
That might be a giveaway.
We're here to search this vessel and check everyone's clearance.
That was already completed at the orbital station.
Hemlock's orders.
Fine.
Fine.
Yeah.
They're probably also gonna have to deal with Scorch at some point. That's gonna be a challenge.
See, he found us.
Did Rampart make it?
Unfortunately, yes.
If you had any common sense, you wouldn't have come here. You won't get out of this alive.
We'll take our chances.
I kind of doubt that Rampart will be helpful on the mission.
Yeah.
He's going to turn at some point or something. Or maybe not.
You're not authorized to be here. This area is under my jurisdiction.
Ah, well, I was checking the manifest.
Oh, I was sweeping the ship for intruders. Isn't that a better... Oh, nope. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Done.
Grab a hand.
Thanks for the hand.
Wearing the right armor, but you're still sneaking.
Yeah.
Okay, it's also because they're checking each individual trooper. There we go. Smooth.
If something happens and I'm not back in time, cover me.
Cover you?
Keep watch. If the droids come snooping, stall them.
How?
We'll think
How?
of something.
That lovely lady up there is probably going to notice something.
Yeesh.
You fall behind, you get left behind.
You used to believe good soldiers followed orders.
Depends on who's giving them.
You're like me. Loyal to no one but yourself.
I've changed.
Sure you have.
Yeah, he's gonna do something. So far, so good.
Well, they're not trying to win him over, per se. They keep pushing him.
Dead weight slowing us down.
Oh, by all means.
Ground troopers
Take your
are already
time.
scouring the area.
It's not like we're being punted down.
Okay, you're leaning against a creature.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly step away.
Yeesh. What do you do? Okay, yeah, run. Or not. You can try to fight it. Without... Oh! Knocked out again? Ah, okay. Just stop making so much noise, dude. Ah, frick.
Where's Rampart?
Running like a maniac through the jungle.
Yeah. Hi.
Doctor? I'm still hungry.
It will pass.
Wow.
Sure.
Oh shit! The Silo Beast. If you unleash that thing, could escape in the chaos that ensues.
Dr. Spalder, I don't feel very good.
It will pass.
From now on, monitor her more closely.
Acknowledged.
And she made it back. Or not.
Oh, okay, yeah, she did. Impressive.
What you doing?
Just pressing buttons.
Troopers are not allowed in here.
It's a special security patrol.
She's not gonna buy that.
Echo.
Oh, and she knew it
That's
was
her
him.
name, isn't it? She said her squad would eventually come for her.
Not just her. We're here for all the prisoners you've been experimenting on.
I was doing my job.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
But you won't get anywhere near there without my assistance. If we're gonna free those children, you're going to have to trust me.
What children?
Omega's
not the only child confined inside this base.
Okay, there's the turn. Great.
Yeah, that was to be expected. So yeah.
Yeah.
I found something big.
Literally.
I have a plan, and I'm gonna need your help.
Really?
Okay, yeah. Better be one hell of a finale and a very, very extra long one at that.
I did actually expect them to free Omega in this episode, and then sort of use last episode to, well, wrap up things with the clones and the Bad Batch and so on.
Yeah, but there's gotta be some action in the last one. And it's most likely gonna involve the Silo Beast now, because that seems like that's part of Omega's plan to get out of there. She saw the thing, told the other children about it, and it of course makes sense because we knew the Silo Beast was there. We saw it earlier, and that species, well, it was introduced all the way back in Clone Wars. So we've known about it, and we've known about like Palpatine wanting to use it for some experiments for a long while as well. So that's sort of coming full circle.
Yeah.
But as Echo also said, like, they're not only there to rescue Omega, they're there to rescue all of the prisoners and basically shut this whole thing down, all of these horrible experiments. And now that he knows about there being other children, then that's most likely a big priority as well.
It is, and you have the Bad Batch. Part of them are all trying to free Omega one way. She herself is trying to break out, and you have Echo with Emery going with a third plan, and then you have Rampart probably going to miss with all of it. And then you have the Silo Beast. So it's like 5 different things that's going to sort of converge at some point in the next episode.
Yeah. A lot can go wrong. A lot of wild cards in there. And they're going to come face to face with Hemlock, I'm sure, with Scourge. Going to have to do something about them. what other kinds of surprises are in store for us in the last one. I'm so curious about how they're going to wrap this up. Like we've known that like this is the destination for several episodes now, that okay, things are going to end, or the big climax of the show is going to happen on Tantis, and it's going to involve the Bad Batch. It's going to involve freeing all of the prisoners and shutting down the experiments. It's just a matter of how is it going to go down, and what sort of surprises are there going to be, because things aren't most likely going to go the way that we think and the way that others
Probably not.
are. Yeah, like, you know, all the theories that they. Yeah, sorry.
At the same time, I think that, well, if it's just going to be next episode and they free Omega, and then what? If they sort of leave it hanging there with the Bad Batch, I'm going to get kind of disappointed. I mean, I want to wrap up the Bad Batch somehow in a decent way. Either the French ending or preferably a rather nice ending for what happens to those guys and so on.
And
maybe Omega might turn up later on. Yeah. And the clones overall. Yeah. So if they're just going to be, well, and now they freed Omega and they fly away for their next mission, but you're never going to hear about it. It's like, well, that'll be a bit disappointing.
Yeah, there's a lot to wrap up there. And also just when it comes to what's going on at Tantis and Project Necromancer in particular, they're going to have to, like, if things get shut down here, they're also going to have to tell or show us that the experiments are just going to keep going someplace else, or maybe they're even going to show us more stuff with Palpatine and Exegol, because like that's where in The Rise of Skywalker, you know, where he is, and the clone vats and experiments and yada yada. So like they're gonna have to tie things to what we already know is coming in the future.
Yeah, I kind of hope that they'll sort of weave things together that way, so it'll make sense later on. But again, one episode left to free her and sort of wrap all that stuff up that we are thinking about. We're probably not going to get all that I'm thinking about. Most likely not.
Most likely not. Like some things we're sure to get, some things maybe not, and then there are going to be things, as I said, that are going to come as a big surprise. That I didn't think that was gonna happen, or those characters were going to show up, or something. Like again, no one, because of where they are, people can't just show up because it's a secret location. You can't get there without knowing the coordinates. So I'm not expecting for, unfortunately, Rex and all the others to show up. But I would also be sad if we don't see them in the finale.
Yeah. Or maybe the Bad Batch series just ends, and then they'll be used as cameos on some of the other series, turning up with Omega or whatever, being older. I don't know. There are definitely a lot of options. Yeah.
It is definitely likely that this animated series is going to lead into another animated series, because I'm sure they're going to continue them somehow, and it's not just going to be, you know, Tales of the Empire, and then we're going to get another Tales of something later on. Like there's going to be another long form, or like with another animated series with several episodes and seasons. So yeah, but we're going to get our answers in a week's time, and I'm looking so much forward to that. I'm still, we've said it so many times now, but expecting for it to be an extra long episode.
As I said, 5 or 6 hours to wrap up all the things that I have in my mind. But what do you guys think out there? How are they going to end this? With a big bang, or just a normal, this series just ends like they go away to do other missions, but we don't hear about them? Or is it going to be the French ending with all the clones and everyone dying? I don't know. What do you think?
Let us know in the comments, and again, like the video, subscribe, check out Patreon, YouTube memberships, merch store, all of that good stuff. And unless you have anything else?
No, I think nice little episode, and didn't go as fast with the freeing of Omega as I expected. So they will have a lot to wrap up next time.
Yeah,
I think
they are
I'm looking
saving
forward to that.
saving that for the finale. But this was a great action-packed, albeit short, penultimate episode of the series. But that's gonna do it for this little reaction and review of The Bad Batch, Season 3, Episode 14. Thank you guys so much for watching. May the Force be with you.
Always.